Deep in the mountains of Yunnan, tucked within the dense, untamed forests, grows a peculiar kind of life. It reproduces by spores, drifting down to the earth, taking root, and unfurling into clusters of tiny umbrellas. This is the mountain spirit's gift to the table. Wild mushrooms. People venture deep into the mountains to find them. Before picking, they give each mushroom a gentle tap, letting the spores fall and scatter, so the next generation can keep growing. Then they gather them up and bring them to market. They end up as something delicious on dinner tables across thousands of homes.
Welcome to the 2L Studio channel. Be here at Mu Shui Hua, largest wild mushroom market in China. There's an old Chinese saying, if you live near the mountains, you eat from the mountains. And today, we're going all in on mushrooms. Let's head inside. Here, haggling isn't an argument, it's a vibe. Hundreds of people, thousands of pounds of wild mushrooms. The people who know their stuff, one look, that's all it takes. Clean, fresh, came down the mountain this morning. They know. And you can even ship M 1,000 miles away. Same day delivery. Friends can be seeing dancing elves that very night. $100 mushroom challenge. Let's go. This is red russula. Red cap, white stem, eat 'em and you're dead, man. Nah, just kidding. Throw it in a chicken stew. Absolutely insane. We talked red, now let's talk green. Woo! This is the green-headed russula. It's about as green as the stock market lately. Home-style move, just stir-fry it with some ham. The flavor, it'll stick with you long after the plate's empty. You know, nothing good ever comes easy, right? Chicken fat mushrooms, chanterelles, as you might know them. They look simple to clean, but trust me, they're anything but. Scrape off the dirt, scrub, scrub, scrub. No, that's just step one. The king of all mushrooms, gamba mushrooms, baby. Too bad you can't smell this through the screen. That wild earthy, straight from the forest aroma. Welcome to Yunnan, aka the land of crazy, where even mushroom hunting requires a suit. Around here, nothing hits harder than suit anti-business foraging. Plum blossoms smell the sweetest after bitter cold. Mushrooms taste the best when they're a pain to pick. This is Zong, often called the Queen of Yunnan mushrooms. For many people here, it is the taste of summer, and a favorite they wait for all year. Here's what makes JianShouQing so special. It grows together with underground termite colonies. Termites and the fungus depend on each other, which makes it extremely difficult to farm. Most of what you see at the market is still gathered in the wild. Pull it apart, and the inside separates into thin strands, almost like chicken meat. Use it in soup or stir-fry it, either way. The smell will fill the whole kitchen. Yeah, it hurts the wallet, but your taste buds? They'll forgive you instantly. Matsutake mushrooms, sashimi grade, straight up. Fresh truffles, shaved right in front of you. Morels mushrooms, the ultimate soup booster. Rusted out coppercat mushroom. The The humble red cap, nothing fancy. Just a solid, everyday mushroom. Bamboo pith mushrooms, the one that shows up in a dress. That tender yellow milk cat hugs it, and it literally bleeds white milk. Black tiger paw feels like leather. It's like a steak, dark dense, and dead serious about flavor. There are also a few farm-grown mushrooms in the mix. Alright, enough with the fluff. Let's get to the real deal, the bully family. This is wild slender stem black portini. Tighter flesh, higher umami nucleotides packed in every bite. Neovalides magnificus, aka purple onion around here. Linmote asiatica, and this is one type of JianShouQing. Undercook it and you're seeing dancing elves. Yellow rough cat bolete, mouth like almonds. Thick and meaty, and completely non-toxic. Boletus aureus, locals call it white onion, the most eaten bolete in all of Yunnan. Better for stewing than stir-frying. Number 1 on the must-eat list, the JianShouQing. Sold in small, medium, and large grades at the market. But the real prize? The little ones are the real prize, young, tender, and full of flavor. They are often sold by the basket. The small ones run about 250 yuan a kilo. And one basket is roughly a kilo. A wild big boy just popped in. Massive. Normal. Oh, delicious. Anyway, yeah. Looks like a solid kilo. Easy. This ball is so massive, one plate ain't gonna cut it. And it ain't just fresh stuff. The market's got dried goods too. Straight up Morel Mountain. Haha. The perfect match for mushrooms? Fear, obviously, but also beef pie. Food on the plate. Hand-picked and hand-sorted, bad ones out, good ones in. Hand-sorted to pick out the ones at peak dry ready perfection. A simple deep fry. Nothing but the real flavor. Just a pinch of salt. Golden crunchy. Heaven. Shopping is complete. Now let's take everything home and start cooking. For about $100 on wild mushrooms, you can get 200 grams of the Thelephora GanBaJun, 37 QingTouJun, and 31 JianShouQing. Look at this. Cap, rusty orange, brick red, matte velvet finish. Stem, thick, solid, heavy in the hands. Right now, totally harmless. But here's the secret. Press it, slice it. Even just bruising the flesh. And it turns this insane, electric indigo blue in seconds. This is QingTouJun, common line known as the green attracting russula. The cap is a muted jade green, reminiscent of old celadon pottery. As it matures, the surface cracks into distinctive polygonal patches and natural mosaic patterns. This is Thelephora GanBaJun, a wild mushroom found almost exclusively in Yunnan, China. Unlike the classic cap and stem mushrooms, GanBaJun looks more like a lump of dark coral. Its frilly branching body is grayish, a black to purplish, brown, with a rough, leathery texture. The folds and crevices trap pine needles and soil. And debris. Cleaning it is notoriously tedious. Compared with Thelephora GanBaJun, the QingTouJun and JianShouQing are much easier to clean. but due to the mild toxicity of bull lettuce, they need to be cleaned separately. Trim off the soil-covered roots. Scrub impurities off other parts. After cutting, you can see obvious deceleration on the JianShouQing. The QingTouJun variants shows no color change at all. The cut flesh of a lettuce rapidly turns from pale yellow to indigo blue due to oxidation. Before cooking, you'll have a plate of deep blue ingredients. That looks rather hazardous. Garlic, dried chili peppers, bird's eye chilies, and wrinkled green peppers are the standard aromatics for stir-fried Yunnan wild mushrooms. Nothing pairs better with GanBaJun than finely diced wrinkled green chilies. The aroma of dried beef mushrooms is rich and layered, mixing forest earthiness and faint pine resin, plus the sharp, peppery kick of wrinkled green chilies. The smell alone is enough to make your mouth water. For QingTouJun, you cook it with green chilies. Toss in a few bird's eye chilies just to brighten up the color, and throw in some slices of cured ham to round out the flavor. Braise it all together, and you get a dish that hits on every level: the looks, the aroma, the taste. And finally, JianShouQing. This one you don't mess around with. It needs to be cooked through, no exceptions. Thin slices, a ripping hot wok, and way more oil than you think. Dried red chilies and a reckless amount of garlic go in first. That vivid indigo blue fades as it cooks. Sand the flesh turns tender, almost silky, with a deep, nutty richness that only properly cooked Lammoa asiatica delivers. When the oil goes from cloudy to clear, it's ready to come out of the wok. Set it aside and wait for the aromatics to join. Dried red chilies and a reckless amount of garlic go in first. Sizzle until everything's fragrant and the garlic edges are just starting to turn gold. Toss the cooked JianShouQing back in with the aromatics. Let the heat bring everything together until the frags. The intensely fragrant Thelephora GanBaJun. The tender and delicately fresh QingTouJun. And the mildly toxic yet impossibly flavorful JianShouQing. So there you have it. 3 wild mushrooms. 3 completely different personalities. All together on one table. Keep it simple. Just a bowl of rice with everything on top.
Wow, what is this? It's right there! You don't see it?